GMT shot it.
Hey, what up, though, man? I'm ATM Krown. You feel me? You probably know me from K-Free channel and shit. Shit, man.
K-Free, who is that?
He a videographer and rapper too. That's my brother. You feel me? Me and him kind of partner with this shit. You know what I'm saying? We been really doing this shit for real, like since 2016, like going hard with it. Right. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't seen me on YouTube, look me up, man. It's Krown with a K. Feel me? Like, what's on your head?
So how long you been rapping?
Bro, like, I've been rapping my whole life. So probably at least since I was like 9. Like, but you know what I'm saying? Like, and I've been fucking around with the recording for a long time. Like, dead ass, I started recording on cassette tapes. Like, I ain't that old. I'm 25, you feel me? So, but I just didn't know how to record on no other way back then. So, but I've been doing this shit, like, for real, like I said, since, like, 2016, really putting material out for real.
2016.
Yeah.
So, as far as, like, taking it serious as a career, like, at what point did you realize that's what you wanted to do? Because you said you was rapping since you was 9.
Look, like, I'm gonna put it this way. Like, I always felt like I wanted to do this, but I didn't really know what I had to do it. You see what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
So I was like, you know, I was just going through regular shit, man. Like, just being fucked up, working different little jobs, doing a little street shit, whatever, just trying to make money. And then I wasn't really excelling at nothing. You see what I'm saying? Like, I was fucked up for real. And then, you know, 2016, I went to jail for the weekend, you feel me, on some little petty shit and lost my job because I missed work, you feel me?
Like, so, what type of jobs were you working?
I was doing construction at the time, low key. Like, I built all this studio shit. That's how I learned how to do it. Like, you feel me? I was, for like a year, I was building houses and shit. Like, we built some apartments, Midtown and shit, all that, you feel me? So
you just wasn't, like, happy doing that?
Hell no. Like, that shit sucked. I hated my life doing that shit, bro. Like, every day, you don't even want to get up because you just hate what you about to do all day long. So, but low-key, it was a blessing in disguise getting fired from that bitch because I'm fucked up. Like, bills about to be due, you feel me? I get out of jail, yeah. I'm fired. Dog wouldn't even answer my calls. Like, he's just like, fuck me, basically. So,
yeah, a lot of times that'll push you in a direction. Like, if you know what you want to do in life, like, that'll give you the right push when, you know, you lose that job.
Yeah. That's what it was. Like, I was like, fuck it. I'm like, you know what? I got the little studio equipment. Like, I ain't have all this shit at the time, but had the little mic and little inbox and computer and shit. I'm like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I was doing like $20 a song. You know what I'm saying? But made my little bill money, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm about to just see if I can do this shit. And then, you know, moved on, like, just steadily progressing with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
was it difficult at first?
It was. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to really, like, build a clientele because everybody like, oh, his shit ass, whoop-de-whoop. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if you ain't got a decent looking setup, like, people just from the presentation gonna think it ain't gonna sound good. Even though it could sound real good, you feel me? But it's just how people perceiving that shit. So, really, I ain't gonna lie. I got my first little clientele going off of Facebook buy sell pages. Like, you feel me? I made a little flyer and just post that shit every day.
Right. I think earlier on, because like around the same time I started doing this, I think I was seeing you on the little pages because I used to post my ads on the for sale pages too.
Yeah, you feel me?
So I remember when you started this, and how much you charge now?
40 an hour.
40 an hour?
Yeah.
Okay, so see you progression, like,
yeah.
But let the people know, like, the difficulties and that came along with following your own path.
It was definitely like a lot of times where I would like shit. It was instances probably like a whole week I ain't have a session sometimes, like, you know, when it was first going on. So it was like a lot of risk, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, damn, this shit might not work. Maybe I should just go get a job or something because I'm about to be out on my ass if I don't pay this rent and DTE and whatever. So, yeah, it's like a lot of faith that goes into it, really, because, like, you know what I realized? Like, my whole life I've been struggling with shit, and my mindset was wrong, I feel like, because I always be in my head like, I'm gonna be fucked up, like, you feel me? Thinking about how shit gonna go wrong. And then when I started doing the studio shit, I started changing my mindset, like, I ain't gonna worry about it because I just know shit gonna fall into place how it's supposed to because I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So it was like, I changed my mindset, you see what I'm saying? And I just felt like shit was, but, oh yeah. So I changed my lifestyle too though, because really like this whole time, like I'm in my head, like I'm gonna be a rapper, Like I was rapping, I was recording songs and shit. I was putting out a little bit of videos, but not really nothing like that, like you feel me? And the thing was though, like, I wasn't living this music shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was living this turned up shit. And it's a difference. Like, I really believe this. Like, what get portrayed to you, that's not what's going on behind the scenes. That's not how these people got into the place they at. They not fucking lit all day off of perkies and drunk as hell and this and that where they can't function. Right. That's not how motherfuckers got to the spot they in, I'm telling you. And I believe that. So, me, like a person I am, I can't really drink. And most people I ever met in my whole life, you can't drink and do nothing. It's very few people I met who be drunk and actually doing constructive shit. You feel me? So that's the first thing I did, bro. I quit drinking, period. Like, I do not take a sip of alcohol, bro. And I'm going to tell you, first off, I feel healthy as hell. Like, I feel better. You know what I'm saying? I sleep better. Everything. Like, I just feel better. Two, like, I just quit really fucking with everything. Like, I pop a Molly occasionally. Like, I'm talking like maybe once a month, once every 2 months type shit. I sip occasionally juice, you feel me? Like, same thing, like once a month. Like I'm not about to pay no $145 for a line. You got me fucked up. I'm buying that shit off old heads for the lows. You feel me? Like, for real. Like, that shit it's not important to me. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm putting my money.
Because I know a lot of people that sip, they struggle from addiction. Yeah. Have you ever felt that? Like, have you ever felt like you was addicted to lean?
No, I ain't. Cause I'm gonna be 100, bro. Like I said, I'm not spending that type of money on me. So I ain't never drunk it to the point of even being able to get addicted. Like, I sip it for a day, and then my shit gone, and I ain't about to buy nothing tomorrow because fuck that. Like, that's just how I feel about it. I smoke weed like that. Like, bro, I spend at least $100 a day on weed. You feel me? Like, right now, that's my fucked up addiction that I'm dealing with, and I smoke squares for real. But like, for me. Like, I got ADHD and shit. You probably could tell from the interview. I get to talking. Like, so the weed kind of mellowed me out a little bit and helped me, like, smooth myself out.
Do you think it helps with, like, your creative process?
Oh, for sure. I ain't gonna rap if I ain't smoking. Period. Like, I ain't even stepping in the booth if I ain't smoking. I won't even mix nobody's session if I ain't smoking. Like, I'm not doing nothing in this bitch without smoking.
So have you ever tried to, like, go in the booth and freestyle? Because I know, like, it's what a lot of other rappers are doing right now in the game. Yeah, I done did that actually. On the new CD, I just dropped Detroit Curry. That's the one we just, it's not the one we just shot, but that's the same CD. I got one song on there I freestyle, but I punched it in and shit all off the top. Called Sweated Through My Druggy Fit. Right. I like that shit a lot, low key. Did it feel did it feel more natural, or do you just prefer writing? Like, what made you go back to writing?
Like, this is my thing, cause like, you know, I do all the recording and mixing myself, so, and I got this booth and shit, so, I mean, I could bring the mic out here, but it sounds better in the booth, so I like to record in there. And then, so running back and forth is just irritating. So when I did the freestyle song, like K-Free came over and recorded me, and then I just did the mixing when I was done. You feel me? But I don't always got somebody to do that, so that's just why I be on some right shit for real. Like, and low key, it do be different though. That's why I was feeling the freestyle, because I just felt like you said, it came off a little more naturally. But I feel like I done got my skill to a point where it sound pretty natural when I rap my written shit too. Right. But you know what I'm saying? I'm always trying to improve.
Like, who are some of your inspirations in rap?
A lot of old shit, man. Yeah, like a lot of old shit, like Tupac, Big. Definitely older Eminem, man. Like, really hearing Eminem is what made me want to rap, because like I had heard other shit before him, but when I didn't even know he was white actually, because like my stepdad bought the second CD, and I'm just, you feel me? I'm just be grabbing my parents' CD and shit and listening to him. I'm banging it, you know, and then come to find out he white. So I'm like, damn, like, I really didn't even know white people rap. Like, you feel me? Like, seriously. So I was like, damn, I could do this. I'm like, he whiter than me. Like, he blonde hair, blue eyes. I'm like, I'm white, you feel me? I could do this. You know what I'm saying? And that, for real, like that it was kind of like a realization for me. Like, you could. Because I guess I always kind of in my mind wanted to, because it was been my favorite music ever since I heard it. Like, I ain't really like shit else. Like, you feel me? So, yeah, that, like, but at the same time, I don't like Eminem no more. You feel me? Like,
why? What changed your mind about him?
I don't know. A lot of this shit corny to me. But as like a 9-10-year-old kid, like, it wasn't as corny.
So you feel like you can't relate to him? Because, you know, like,
his older shit, like, bro, I'm going to say this. Like, his first 2 albums, I still like. But everything basically after that, I feel like it's corny. And
what you think about the beef between him and Machine Gun Kelly?
I'm gonna say this, man. Like, this is my thing about Eminem. Not to say he not sweet still, cause he cold. You can't deny, like, he got bars. But I feel like it's just the way that he do and say that shit. I just don't like it. I don't like his beats. I don't like none of that. Like, I just don't like the vibe. You feel me? Like, I'm just not. It don't catch me. You feel me? Like, it just don't catch me. So.
What do you think he changed? What do you think changed?
Money. You feel me? Definitely money. I feel like when he was hungry, and also when he was, you feel me? Like, I don't know. I feel like he was trying to really cater to a more, like, you know what I'm saying, like the hood. Like, you feel me? At first, could relate. Like, it was about being broke and just like shit that I could relate to, and it switched up more to like some popish, just shock factor shit. Like, you feel me? Like, it always was some shock factor shit, but it was more like, I feel like he would be feeling demented like that and just saying this shit, like, this how I feel.
Right.
And then it got to a point where it's like, he just saying it because he know it's going to make people mad, or he know people going to be like, what the fuck he say? Like, you feel me? It's just, I don't know. It's like a gimmick to me now. I don't like it.
Yeah, I guess I can agree with you on that. Like, I really don't listen to Eminem either.
But
But you, like, I mean,
I ain't denying his skill, but it's
yeah. He's talented. You know, he's a very talented rapper. He's just not one of my favorite rappers.
Nah.
Is it more pressure on you to rap? I say to rap a certain way than to just go on the booth and freestyle anyway because you white. Like, is like.
Yeah, I be definitely careful about the shit I be saying. Like, I'm like, I try to be strategic with that shit, because I know, like, nowadays, like, you say something, it's out there forever. Yeah, I feel pressure on it, because, like, just off the strength, right? Like, this a black man thing. You feel me? So for me to be white and for me to do well in this, I feel like I gotta be like one of the best. You feel me? I feel like you can't, like, if not, then why not just listen to a black dude who rap just like me? You feel me? Like, you gotta be at a level where it's like damn near everybody can't rap like that. That's how I try to be. But at the same time, you feel me? I'm trying to, like, you know, I see what's hot and I see what's going on, but I'm not trying to copy nobody, but I'm trying to also stay with the shits at the same time.
Did you at one point study Eminem?
I wouldn't say I wasn't just him. I studied all my favorite rappers. Like, yeah, I studied M, I studied Pop, I studied Big, I studied J, I studied Red and Meth. You feel me? On some newer rappers, like, really, at one point I was fucking with J. Cole heavy as fuck. I don't like his new shit.
Right, yeah, because I listened to a lot of his projects, and it's just like after a while he just starts saying the same thing.
You know, it get repetitive. So, but Cole was definitely a big inspiration for me. To be honest, bro, like, my shit wasn't all, to me, my shit wasn't all that when I was younger, as far as my raps and shit.
Right.
Yeah, probably when I was like 16, my shit started getting good for real. Like, to me, this shit was cold. And it was because, really, bro, I was locked up in this, like, boys' home, or whatever you want to call it, like, you feel me, like a little placement. And shit, it was on the east side, Mac and John R, you feel me? So, all the staff from the city in that bitch, so you feel me? It was some cool motherfuckers that worked there. And it was two staffs in particular. They were both some old heads, right? And they heard me rapping and shit. They thought I was good or whatever. So every time it was their shift, we would be kicking it. You feel me? Like they work separate shifts. But the one I forgot the shorter dude name, but it was a big giant motherfucker named Mr. Fields, and he did that, and he was a bouncer on the side. You feel me? But he was crazy because he like a big teddy bear. He a monster, but he really like a nice person. You feel me? And he did poetry and shit. He did like I forget what the shit called, like you know, with a spoken word. He did that, but anyway, he challenged me, right? Because he seen how I wrote my bars. I basically used to rap like Cassidy, just in the way that I put the bars together and the flow and shit. You feel me? So, he kind of broke me of that, like, cause I was feeling that shit. I'm like, yeah, you know, woo, woo, it sounds good, but it's for one thing, it's played. For two, it's like a battle style, really. You feel me? For three, that's Cassidy shit. So he got me on some shit like how to switch my flow. He seen how I was writing my bars. He made me write it different on the paper. You feel me? And kind of on some more poetry type shit. And that I feel like that's more like how Biggie flow. Like, you feel me? It's more choppy and like rhymes closer together. You feel me? Than just like the long bar to rhyme at the end type shit. You feel me? So he helped me with that, and then the other dude, man, he helped me with my versatility a lot because it would just make me write a 16-bar verse every shift he worked. He would give me a subject. He would tell me, you know, you can't make it negative, but make it hot. You feel me? So you can't curse. You feel me? You can't talk bad and you feel me about killing people and this and that. So, or whatever. You know, like, just whatever. Like, just don't say no violent shit. Like, not that I be rapping about killing people because I ain't no killer, but you feel me? You see what I'm saying, though?
Right, yeah.
And and so I did that, and I took that shit serious, and every day by the end of the shit, I rap it for him. He'd give me his judgment on it, whatever, if he thought it was good or not. And it just really helped me how to rap about different shit and just not stay stuck on the same shit and just be versatile. I not to brag, but I can really rap on anything, bro. Like, the shit I've been pushing lately is just like this certain style because that's what people feeling. Like, I just see that's what I'm getting the reaction to, so that's what I'm going with. I'm just rocking with it. But, like, I got a lot of different shit. Like, I got a whole bunch of auto-tune shit I ain't dropped. Like, I got a bunch of shit. Like, but I just feel like I'm just trying to drop what's gonna get me out of here. Like, you feel me? So
yeah, I understand. Like, you talked about being in a boys' home. Like, yeah, you from Detroit?
Yeah.
Like
well, I'm from Metro Detroit, all that. You feel me? I stayed in the burbs in the hood.
What was growing up like?
I mean, my mom and pops, they was never together. Well, they was when I was probably like 2. You feel me? But they broke up early. They wasn't married, and they ain't have a good relationship between each other. They just didn't like each other. You feel me? My pops was abusive. But I seen him though. Like, I can't say he ain't no deadbeat. You feel me?
Right.
But yeah, so me and him, we was beefed out a lot growing up. But I seen him. I stopped fucking with him when I was probably like 13 or 14. And then, you know, I didn't speak to him for probably 4 or 5 years. We cool now.
Like, how did y'all get back close to each other?
Really, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I was fucked up, you feel me? And then I was just basically out on my ass. And he hit me up like, you know, you can come live here. You pay $200 a month. Like that. So I was like, fuck it, you feel me? It was straight. 200 ain't nothing, you feel me? So I lived there for probably like 6 months. we was getting into this shit, so I moved out. But we still cool now. I just know how to be with him. You see what I'm saying? Like, really, I'm just like the motherfucker. If you want to get to it, that's why we butt heads. Like, you feel me? So, cause he a controlling motherfucker. Like, he want to control you, and if you don't act how he wants you to, like, he want to beat on you. So he basically like he you know, and he ain't no drinker, he ain't on drugs or none of that. He just generally crazy, like like, you feel me, like, you know. But he working on himself though, man. He not the same as he was when I was a kid. You know, shout out to my pop. We cool as hell. You feel me?
Yeah, that's what's up. I mean, like, do you find yourself struggling with anger issues because of that?
Yeah, definitely, man. It's an everyday struggle for me. That's why I smoke a lot of weed too now. Like, I do got an anger problem, but I feel like, you know, when my pops was my age, like, he was just spazzing. I'm at a point where, like, I done been realized what my issues is, and I've been trying to work on myself. So I be chilling. Like compared when I was really growing up, that's when I had like little anger issues. Like you feel me? I'm trying to be over that shit though because like I just know that shit ain't beneficial. Like you feel me to me to act that way. Sometimes yeah, you gotta cut up to get your point across, but you know, like just be out here and be just tripping everywhere you go. It's not beneficial for yourself because you gonna get into trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
So yeah, I be on some low key chilling shit. Like I literally wake up every day and shit right here. All day, like 12, 14 hours a day. Like working on my shit or sessions. Like mostly sessions, but the little time I get to myself, I'm working on my shit. Like, you feel me?
So like leading up to the time you was in the boys' home, like what took place to get you in that position?
Well,
or that situation?
I'm gonna say this, right? So like I said, me and my pop stopped talking when I was like 13, 14. So, you know, at that time, I really dove into the streets because I ain't really had nobody on my ass to really do nothing to me. Like, my mama was on my ass, but, like, you feel me? Like, your mama can only do so much. She a woman. Like, you feel me? Like, my daddy had been fucking me up. Like, for real. Like, you feel me? So, I ain't had, and she had a husband at the time, but he wasn't on shit like that. You feel me? He just, you feel me? So, I just dove into the streets. My mom, you know, I'm not coming home or I'm coming home late as hell every night and just, you know, I'm selling weed and shit like that. But my mama tripping about this shit though, you feel me? Like, and she was right. And I went to jail a few times, like, you feel me? But on some kid shit, like, you feel me?
So you have a good relationship with your mother?
Yeah, we cool. At back then, we was beefing because I ain't wanna listen to the rules. So when I was 15, she put me out, you feel me?
Right.
And then, you know, I'm house hopping probably like 2 weeks. And then, you know, her brother, who was always my favorite uncle, you feel me? He blowing me up the whole time I'm house hopping. Like, he calling me like every other day or something. And I'm not answering because I'm thinking he about to cut into me about getting into it with my mama and blah, say, split. Finally, he leave me a message. He like, man, all your shit at my house. Like, you feel me? Like, so if you want to live here, you know, come by 9 o'clock or the door gonna be locked. Like, you feel me? So I'm like, I thought about it. I'm like, man, fuck it. I'm like, me and him was always tight. So I'm like, I'm just gonna, you feel me? Went through there. You know, he just laid it out like this. He like, bro, look, I don't give a fuck what you do. He like, you can do whatever you want. You can, you know, turn up in this bitch, sell your little weed, whatever. Just go to school. You feel me? And so I'm like, cool. So I lived there for about a year. And like I said, he ain't care what I did. You feel me? So I was taking advantage of the shit. And eventually, what did I get locked? Because the whole time I'm on probation, because I done got caught selling some little weed at the fucking liquor store when I was 14. You feel me? So I'm on probation the whole time. I forgot to say. Feel me? So what happened? Oh yeah, so we done caught a little fucking like I done caught a bunch of like petty ass larceny cases in the B&E and shit. So violated off that, boom, I go to placement. The first placement was Wolverine, Vassar. That was like middle of nowhere. Like it's in Michigan. Like I don't know, I think somewhere in here. Feel me? Couple hours. That shit was crazy. That was by far the craziest one I've been in. Well, I don't know. It's between that and the one on the east side. But this one was crazy for the fact that they was brainwashing you in this bitch. Like, you feel me?
Like, what do you mean by brainwash?
Like, it's crazy because, like, the judge give you this... Juvenile shit is crazy because it's not just like a sentence. Like, all right, it's not like about time, really. It's about, like, rehabilitation, right? Like, regardless of what you did, like, it don't matter. They trying to rehabilitate you. So, if you don't go and do whatever program that they got wherever you go, and if, you know, you're going to have to talk, you're going to have to go to group, you're going to have to do this and that, talk to therapists and shit. If the therapist or whoever don't give you the thumbs up, like, you rehabilitated, the judge might have said, like, 3 to 6 months or, like, 6 to 9 or 12 or whatever. But it could be way longer because you're not acting right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just go and do your time and just be fucking motherfuckers up and just acting a fool. Like, no, you gonna be stuck in that bitch. Like, I done seen it. Like, I ain't never get stuck in that bitch. I always go play my role. You feel me? I be in and out them motherfuckers.
How many times you been in there?
I've been in 3 placements when I was a kid. I was in Wolverine. Come home from that bitch on the tether. I did the whole tether. I come home from that bitch in May. Boom. I had to tether for 90 days. It was really like 100 days. Then I did the whole shit, you feel me? I ain't smoked weed the whole time. That was the only time since I started smoking that I didn't smoke, you feel me? I was out. And then she cut my tether off, and I was just like, fuck. Like, you feel me? I ain't gonna lie. My mama snitched on me to my PO, too, because I was just out, you feel me, for days. She's like, I'm about to tell on you, you know what I'm saying, to your PO. I'm like, I thought she was bluffing for real, you feel me? Like, she was not bluffing. Like,
Your mother snitched on you.
She told my PO, I swear to God, they violated me, right? Like a week after they cut my tether off. So I was on the run for probably like a month. My dumb ass, I'm a little ass motherfucker and I'm on hot shit. So, you know, we getting flicked all the time. Got flicked, went to jail, boom. Matter of fact, yeah, we was at a motherfucking party in the Burbs, right? I ain't even gonna go into how I got flicked. That's too long of a story. But long story short, bro, got flicked on some bullshit, bro. Westland done took me in. Fucking sat in Westland all night till they took me downtown. Then had to sit in the bullpen in that bitch forever. Like, you feel I'm sick. Sat in that bitch. And you know, as a kid too, ain't no fucking time served either. Like, all that shit's dead time. You in JDF and shit and Calumet and shit, like, that's dead time. Feel me? That shit don't matter. You can sit in that bitch for a year. You ain't gonna get time served. Like, you feel me? Like, so however long I was in that bitch, boom, they sent me to the second placement. That bitch was straight. Star Commonwealth. If you know anybody that been there, that bitch straight. You feel me? Like, you could wear your own clothes in that bitch after you've been there for a couple months. Like, you feel me? They cool in that bitch. That I was in and out that bitch like 3 months. You feel me? Boom. Then I was out for a little minute. I violated again for something stupid. I don't even remember. Then that's when they done got sick of me, I guess, because they done sent me to the maximum fucking security mental health placement. That's what it was.
And you said that's where they brainwash you?
No, the first one where they brainwash you. This one just for, I guess, if you crazy, because everybody was crazy in that bitch damn near. Like, for real, bro. Hey, if you watching this, look, I remember this dude named Credit. He was from Van Dyke. Like, I don't know, he used to say Van Dyke, but he was fucking nuts in that bitch. Like, out his shit, I'm telling you. Like, he had a Beanie Baby. You feel me? And he would just walk up to you looking, and he a big motherfucker. Like, he big as shit. He was kind of fat, you feel me? But he big as shit. Yeah, put that bitch in your face, like, you feel me? And making bark noises and shit. Like, he was out his shit, bro. Like, you feel me? And you don't even want to cut into him because he's so fucking big and crazy acting. Like, you just like, bro, get that shit out of my face,
so
bro.
They had you in there with real crazy people.
Dog, yes, bro. I'm normal in this bitch. Like, you feel me? Look, and I end up AWOLing from that bitch. That's what was crazy, right? I was damn near towards the end of my time. Like, a lot of places in Juvenile, you'll get home passes and shit. I done AWOLed on the home pass because there was a lot of fuck shit going on in there that I wasn't comfortable with, so I didn't want to go back. So, you feel me? Like, I didn't even go into all that, but motherfuckers thought that bitch was prison or something. I had to get the fuck on, you hear me? Like, look. Hey, if you was in there, you know, period. Like, that shit was crazy. Hey, 2 motherfuckers broke out that bitch, too. I'm talking about, that bitch was maximum security. The only outside you had, it was an outside court. 2-story walls on 3 of them, and the other one was a fence. The cylinder was a fence, man. And it was like a motorized gate right there, you feel me? And that bitch always had a chain and a lock on it. Now, there's girls in this bitch, too. They on one floor, the boys on the other floor. Man, so they told us the one day, because a new lady, a lady from Lincoln Center done came in because they wanted to clean this bitch up because the motherfuckers was acting a fool in this bitch. So she done came in. They like, all right, if y'all don't have a fight for a whole week, we gonna let y'all eat ice cream together in the basketball court for an hour with the girls. So, you know, it wasn't a fight. And so, damn, I don't know what the fuck they was on, bro. But so the day come, and then the gate the motorized gate, they usually got a chain and lock on it. For some reason, they didn't have the chain and lock on it this day. I guess because they was bringing shit in through there or something. But they slow as hell because I'm telling you, my man, it was a cocky dude from Joy Road and a little skinny dude. I think he was from the road too. And my man that was cocky, he manned that bitch. He grabbed it and said, "Huh," opened that motherfucker, and both of them ran the fuck out like they got low. Period. They got low. I'm gonna tell you what's even crazier, right? They got low. Boom, they pushing everybody inside now. Everybody getting shoved inside by the staff, you feel me? Only them two got away. Then they locked that bitch down. We on lockdown the rest of the day in our rooms. Come to find out, that night though, bro, they went to one of their mama house. The mama brought them back. You would have had me fucked up, especially if that wasn't my mama. Look, I would have never came. Cause they so dumb, bro. They came back, bro. And, you know, they was automatic. Like, they let them back in. They like, all right, let them back in and shit. Like, 2 days later, they went to court, got escalated, you feel me? They went to maximum security. Like, I don't know, probably maxis or some shit. Like, yeah, they dumb ass got escalated. They should have kept running. I'm telling you. Like, I couldn't believe it. They came back. I could not believe that shit. I can't make this up.
All right, we going